We have new, interesting, creepy theories from around the world sent in by you all that are going to make us rethink everything. Thank you, Mont Jones, for the video.
All the kids missing in Virginia.
What happened?
There's like 400 plus kids missing. Ice cream trucks around Virginia that are going around at 1 a.m. to unusual times,
and
bro.
they're like taking
Yes,
kids.
Oh, no.
Shorty posted a TikTok because an ice cream truck was chilling in her backyard.
Yeah, what?
But she's getting voicemails.
This is probably one of the creepiest voicemails I have ever gotten.
You don't know me, and I don't think you'll find out who I am. Since you're a TikTok investigator, let's play a little game.
No, she's giving clues though.
Yes. So it's like, since you want to debunk this whole ice cream, we'll do it to you.
Yo, she's trying to be like a movie.
Yes.
If you like big fluff in your backyard, go out and find what's in it. And I bet nobody will get involved because it's in
Like, what was that at the end?
Fam.
What was in it though?
She didn't go, obviously. She called the cops. Ice cream trucks. What are ice cream trucks lured to? Get kids out.
Yeah. Hold on. When did this happen?
A week ago.
Weapons.
And no,
Oh my god.
Yo, you know when you're talking about movies?
It manifests life.
Manifest life.
Hey, girl, come here. You want some free ice cream?
No.
We got a bunch. We got everything you could imagine. What'd you like?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, come on in. Come grab it.
I have to come in.
Come on, grab it.
You're supposed to give it to me.
No, well, it's free. No, you gotta come grab it.
Oh, no. Now, y'all know we live in a world that lives and thrives off of money. When you hear anything is free, that's where you should question. And then I haven't seen ice cream trucks. Wow. I haven't seen ice cream trucks in a long time. Is that like still a thing? Maybe where I'm at? I haven't seen one in a while. You guys have to tell me when's the last time that you guys seen an ice cream truck. They're not common like they used to be 10, 20 years ago. Thank you, Fadden, for the video.
During the assassination, there were people beside him and around him that were making signals with their hands and with their hat. I don't know, like this was all set up and it was planned, or was it just a random person that just wanted to, you know, that hated him or just wanted him out like that?
Yeah. Like, what if this was just him actually fixing the hat?
Yeah, so if you look really closely to the video, you could see someone in the back touch his arm like this, and that's literally right before the gun goes off.
Yeah,
and
like
he
2
gets-
seconds.
Yeah.
They did this signal, and then boom, all you heard was.
And there was another one. There's a guy beside him.
Oh, the guy with the sunglasses?
Yeah, there's also another video when he got hit. There's video footage, and I think it could just be a camera thing.
Okay.
But he had a ring on
I
his
seen
finger up
that.
here,
See that.
and it moved down after he got shot to his pinky.
Moved down. How is that even
Why would that
possible,
even
though?
make sense? Obviously, this is all theory.
Yeah, it's all theory.
Obviously, it's all theory.
Matt Rife's been keeping a secret from all of you. Not from me, because I watched their every step. I've been noticing your moves, dude. How long you been to occultism? Demonology? You freaks. Other than being just another puppet, I'm sorry, jester in Hollywood. What you been up to, Matt?
I have just bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's home and occult museum with my very good friend
That's wild, Matt, because with the company you keep, we would have had no idea you were into such things. What were they known for?
Ed and Lorraine Warren are who took demonology and ghost hunting and paranormal investigation and made it mainstream.
I have no idea where you would learn such things, maybe from the family biz. Oh, hey, Seth Green. Isaac Happy had a lot to say about you. Anyways, we should have known something was up when the dude went from this to this. What the heck? I literally feel like I'm in the movie Uglies. You know, when they went from normal people like us
That's a great
to
movie.
the perfect ones. I literally find it spot on. But anyways, no one thought it was a bit suspicious that he decided to channel Billy Idol? And at the exact moment Matt Rife was channeling Billy Idol was wearing Basquiat. And if you don't know who Basquiat is, well, you often find him being repped by Jay-Z or Ellen DeGeneres. He had some very interesting artwork, but what did he know how to do? Well, rumor has it Basquiat was a medium. He was a magician. He was a scion of Haiti and learned voodoo from his mother. And allegedly, Basquiat knew how to channel immortal beings like Urzuli Dantor into the mortal realm because he knew the relationship between possession and the dance floor. In December of 2024, he got baptized and stated that even though he hates church, he wanted to believe in God. And am I the only one who's noticing that they're mixing occultism with Christianity and making it mainstream now? Something doesn't feel right about this dude anymore.
When she had brought out the mediums and basically he's seeking mediums and all that like witchcraft stuff, it reminded me of 2 scripts in the Torah that I wanted to show you. So Deuteronomy 18:10-12 says, there shall not be found among you anyone who makes his son or daughter pass through the fire, or who uses divination, or is a soothsayer, or an augur, or a sorcerer, or a charmer, or a medium, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all those who do these things are an abomination to Yahuwah, and it is because of these abominable practices that Yahuwah, your Eluah, is driving them out before you. And then Leviticus 19:31 says, turn not to those mediums who have familiar spirits or to wizards. Do not seek them out to be defiled by them. I am Yahuwah, your Eluah. Keep that in mind, because y'all know the world is going to push out, going to go see these palm readers, mediums, people that's going to tell your future. But what did Yahuwah say? Remember, if the world's pushing out something, Yahuwah most likely said to do the complete opposite. Not most likely. I know for a fact it's the complete opposite.
Y'all, I can't believe I'm making this. Illuminati card game strikes again. Not only did this card game predict, you know what, but now it has arguably the strangest tie out of all of them to Charlie Kirk's assassination. I made a couple videos explaining this last night, and this is what TikTok thought of them. So I'm going to be jam-packing all the information into one video, so just listen. Keep things short and sweet. Read that title at the bottom left. Enough is enough. This is on Charlie Kirk's YouTube channel. It is his last YouTube short that was posted literally hours before he died. Now remember that enough is enough. Now go onto YouTube and look up Illuminati card number 345, Enough is Enough. If you take a closer look, you read the card that says, obviously, enough is enough. And it says, at any time, at any place, our snipers can drop you. Have a nice day. Now, that's an insane coincidence as is, right? Now, after seeing that, look at this Time magazine cover. Like, am I crazy? You can be honest. Like, I might be schizo. There's more. I'll make a part 2.
What are y'all thoughts? I know a few things that we can name because we've seen that game before. We've seen stuff that was quote unquote predicted, but it's not even predicting. We all know it's a script. They really have to tell us what they're doing before they do it because it's a part of the rules. I know I've said that before. That Trump face on that card, bright as day, why use those specific words? They said that his killer was found 33 hours afterwards. And then the way they had the hats position, it was like 47, 47, 47. It's so much stuff. It's the reason why I'm saying the 47, 47, 47. They're sending signs out to the people, but to their people, but the people is catching on to what they're doing.
This old phone shows a parallel dimension. So this person has an old phone that when they record with it is able to identify a parallel universe where a Mandela effect has apparently occurred. So many people remember Britney Spears having a plaid skirt in this video. But then when you look it up, every video shows her wearing a black skirt. Except when you apparently record it with an old phone. And then there's the Oops, I Did It Again video where everyone remembers Britney Spears having a microphone attached to her face. But then when you look up the video, no microphone. But again, when this person uses that same old phone, there's clearly a microphone. And again, if it's never been, why are so many dolls and costumes using it? So many people remember Ellie Woods having a pink car and Legally Blonde. But apparently, no, she didn't. So let's use the phone. Looks like a pink car to me. Now, did Pikachu have a black tail or a yellow tail? The phone says black, but reality says yellow. Do you remember Looney Tunes with a U or Looney Tunes with an OO? Reality says U, but old phone says OO.
I don't know if he's joking with me. There is no way. Mom, was the Legally Blonde car, do you remember the movie Legally Blonde? What color was her car? They're saying her car was black. They said it, that's why I'm like, I don't know if they're playing. They said her car was black. Okay, cool. So, dang. That's why I was like, I don't know if this is a joke. But stuff like that ticks me off because they will make you feel like you're crazy. There's so much Mandela effect stuff that I can name out, like Monopoly, the Fruit of the Loom, Fruit Loops. I can keep going. I wanted to recommend you guys to watch an episode of Black Mirror, the newest season. I have to get it for you. But you have to watch that one because it talks about the Mandela effect and it talks about what they're doing. Black Mirror be putting stuff in they shows and they're telling you what they're doing. That whole entire episode, the girl was going through a Mandela effect. she remembered it being a certain way and they would like look it up and it wouldn't be that way, but really she was right. But watch that episode of Black Mirror because they're telling you what they're doing and how easy it is to just switch something up. Thank you, Des, for the next couple of videos. Look how big stores use lighting science to influence what you buy. Uh-oh. He couldn't just get a regular passport, like. It's not even in English.
You say Nike's more famous than PayPal, right?
Yeah.
Right. What number company do you think PayPal is?
I don't know.
Number 4.
Overall?
Overall. You got, well, you know what the number 1 is, right? It's Apple.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting number 2, but number 3 is McDonald's. Then SpaceX is maybe 6 or 7. It's really interesting that as lit as Elon is, his previous company is actually still worth more than SpaceX. So what number company do you think Nike is, the Nike? Number 321. It's not there to be as big a financial company as it can be. It's there as an influencer because Black people love Nike. So Nike is like a company that is redlining and gerrymandering Black people.
Church folk don't like this, and I've said this and I've gone viral with this thing I'm about to say. There is no verse in scripture that tells you to build a relationship with God. It doesn't exist. Nobody can build with God. Your children cannot build a relationship with you. You have loved them before they were born. When they were still in their mother's womb, you loved them. You already started preparing their future for them. They became conscious of you while you are still loving them. And as they're growing up, you still love them. So are they building with you or are they just receiving your love?
I see where you're going.
So the problem with the church is they're trying to build with a God who they can't. He already loves you. Because remember, for me to build with you, it means that you bring 50% and I bring 50% and we develop a relationship. But God says, before you're in your mother's womb, I knew you. Because if I think I can build with God, it means that I think I'm on the same level with Him. Because we build with business partners. We partner with people. You can't partner with God.
Thank you, Hector, for the videos.
You see when Speed met a witch?
Oh, I didn't. Someone told me about it.
So he had like a witch on stream and he went to go visit her place and they were doing a whole bunch of rituals and stuff. And he started getting really sketched out.
I'm kind of scared.
The theory was, and people were saying that he felt as if she was taking something from him.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like spiritually. And it was affecting him in that moment. So what happened was they were in the middle of something and then he started feeling something off.
Wait, I need this thing for my stream. Hold on, I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back.
And he looks at the camera, he goes, pause, or mute, and then he just walks away, and then just leave.
Mute.
They don't even say bye to the lady, nothing at all. They just get out of there. Because people are saying that she was trying to curse him or do some rituals that he felt were really, really wrong to him.
This is seriously the 9th time that I've tried to make this because they keep cutting my audio or completely just kicking me out of the app. So
you know the feeling.
I'm going to try one last time. In TikTok, I will get this message out whether you like it or not. I'm going to apologize beforehand if I come off as anxious and resentful. I am. And Lord, forgive me. So many of y'all have drank the Kool-Aid, have taken the bait, and your head is so far in the sand, it makes me want to scream. Ask yourself, why are they working so hard to make you believe a specific narrative? If they have to work that hard at it, it's not true. But I digress.
That's a word.
The ones that are actually pulling the strings and running the show that benefit the most, that stand against humanity, we're about to lose this platform completely. For various reasons. There's too many of us on here that are poking holes in their narrative that they're trying to force feed us and shove down our throats. I don't think you or I or anyone are prepared for what's coming next. They are currently rolling out things that are going to affect all of us on a global scale for the rest of our lives, however long or short that may be. And I implore you, do not take a chip in the hand or the head. That is the mark of the beast. And I will say with my full chest, you can have my head before I take the mark of the beast. I will not take it just to be a part of this society, just so that I can eat and breathe. You can have my head. I have to be really careful. I'm on my last warning with TikTok because I try to get the truth out to everyone and they can't have that. I really, really need you guys to understand who Peter Thiel is, how against humanity he is. Curtis Yarvin. Nobody talks about Curtis Yarvin, the psychopath. If anything, please do yourself a service. Just read the man's Wikipedia page, okay? It'll take you 5 minutes. You need to recognize who these people are because they're about to become household names, okay? On top of that, the 7 Mountain Mandate. This is incredibly important. Please understand what this is and who all is involved, especially since our vice president will now be addressing the nation through Turning Point. That man is so far in bed with the Heritage Foundation, and I need you to understand what the 7 Mountain Mandate is and that it has been playing in the background for much longer than you realize. But the ones running the show and pulling the strings that have all the money and all the power, they're about to take the one platform away that we have been sharing this information with each other, and it's about to be gone for good. And I'm just telling you, none of us, myself included, are prepared for what is coming next.
I forgot what video it was, but basically somebody was like, they call this the land of the free, and we don't even have like a freedom of speech. I was listening to her and she was saying how like this is her last like warning with TikTok because they're muting her stuff, they're, you know, flagging her stuff, taking her stuff down, and not only her, but everybody that speaks. But isn't it funny how when you speak the narrative that they speak, it's okay? Like, if anything, your stuff is probably going to be in the algorithm. But when you speak against what they're doing because you see what they're doing, they want to take your stuff off. You're violating. It's all these terms and services that you're going against. Then we're not in the land of the free. How do we have freedom of speech if we can't speak on things that, like stuff like that she's talking about? The land of the free don't really sound free to me. But I told y'all, nothing is free.
You ever heard of Operation Big Buzz? 1955. No. The U.S. Army bred 1 million female mosquitoes that are known to spread yellow fever. Roughly 300,000 mosquitoes were loaded into bombs and dispersed from airplanes, as well as released from the ground in small boxes around the United States to check to see if they can spread bioweapons through insects. So these mosquitoes weren't infected by a disease or whatever that we know of, but it was just a test to see, can we drop them from bombs? And the conclusions were, yes, mosquitoes survive from aerial drops shockingly well. Tests prove that mosquitoes could, in theory, be used to spread disease like yellow fever, malaria as a weapon. Yay. Well, they did it a couple times. They had Operation Big Itch, which they released fleas everywhere. And then they did Operation Dropkick, which is they released a ton of mosquitoes in Florida.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cuba in the 1970s and 80s accused the U.S. government of doing that exact same thing. So they accused the U.S. of releasing that type of mosquito to spread dengue. A 1981 outbreak killed over 150 people, mostly children. Cuba formally accused the CIA and the UN, though hard proof never surfaced.
Well, yeah, how do you prove where the mosquito came from?
They're just thinking of everything. It's like that fog they put over San Francisco, and now we got mosquitoes. And this was in the 50s. They're doing something today.
Now we have that new thing going around where these ticks bite you, and people are now allergic to meat.
That's crazy.
It's like an evolution of this disease that ticks can carry, where if it bites you, people now cannot consume meat without getting sick.
Wow.
That would tick me off.
You ever heard of
that would He's hilarious for that. Y'all get the pun?
They killed a guy in a hotel room in Dubai, and then after they killed him, they were somehow able to lock the door from the inside of the hotel room. And we tried like magnets and different ways. We couldn't figure out how they did it.
Like a latched door?
They did the latch and this one. And the guy's in there dead, and the hotel couldn't even get it open. They ended up sending somebody in from the balcony. How they do that? It's very impressive.
There was like 26 people that the Dubai CCTV footage picked up.
Right.
Weren't the cameras Israeli made?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. When I was in Dubai, I got a tour of the whole facility, and the cameras were German.
What facility?
There's an underground... There's an underground facility that the government of Dubai has that completely created by Siemens. It's like walking into an IMAX theater, but instead of one 5-story screen, it's 5 stories of TV monitors, hundreds of TV monitors that cover every inch of Dubai.
This is what happens when a hacker targets a satellite.
There was this kid, his name was Darkness. He broke into a satellite. Instead of deleting the logs, he accidentally deleted everything on the machine, like completely screwed up. And the administrator of that machine named Black Dog, and he came into our IRC chat and he was like, you're all, like all of you, they're after you, like you don't understand. But he said they know all about you, and he knew way too much for it to be a troll. But this guy was 100% for real. Logs on from a, you could see the IP address that he'd logged in from, and it was a NASA Gov one. And it's like, you should probably contact them before they contact you. And so I was like, all right, I'll call. So he gave me the number of the law enforcement arm of NASA. I called, and I just basically said, I'm Whitey Cracker, I heard you're looking for me. Yeah, how can we make this peaceful?
The Denver Spider-Man. This old man in 1940s, he was chilling in his room, and he goes down to his kitchen, right? In the kitchen, there's a very like Slenderman looking guy looking through his fridge. Once they bump eyes, that Slenderman guy kills the old man. The old man's body is found dead on the ground.
Yeah.
But the police say nobody came in your house though. That's weird because all the doors, all the windows closed. The only thing they saw was that little trap door to the attic, and they're like, that's impossible. Nobody could even fit through there
and like climb through, right?
Yeah, exactly. So they didn't check it.
Yeah.
The housekeeper kept hearing for like 3 weeks. She quit. Look where this guy was hiding the whole time.
It was in the corner. In the attic.
That's why they call him the Denver Spider-Man. They all evacuated the house.
Yeah.
And the cops just waited until they seen like
he saw the feet coming down.
They saw a guy enter the house and try to go up the thing, and they got him.
Morbid Facts, Part 522. In 1997, the Cat in the Hat Thanksgiving Day Parade float careened out of control due to high winds, knocking a lamppost into the head of Kathleen Karana, putting her in a month-long coma. She sued Macy's and the city for $395 million and ended up settling for an undisclosed amount in 2001. Kathleen eventually purchased a nice New York City apartment with the settlement money, but just 5 years later, Yankees pitcher Corey Lidle crashed his plane into her building, and the engine ended up in her bedroom. Luckily, the crash happened just minutes before Kathleen was due to arrive home. But Lidle and his flight instructor were both killed, while 21 others in the building were injured. Adding to the weirdness of this story, the flight instructor's friend was also supposed to be on this flight but got stuck in traffic and told them to leave without him. So he managed to escape death until just 1 month later when he was killed in a separate plane crash.
They say Kathleen needs to stay away from New York. So why does that sound like Final Destination? What in the world? And if y'all see Kathleen, y'all just need to go the other way. I don't know what type of target she got on her, but you got it. I don't want to be around it. Thank you, JD, for the videos.
Shutting down your computer every night is slowly killing it. That is the opposite of what everyone has ever told me. You shut it down to protect it.
That advice is from a time when computers were built very differently, Brian.
Yes, you are giving it a complete rest. How can resting something possibly cause it harm?
The false proof is the belief that a full shutdown is like a peaceful night's sleep for the machine. People think it saves the components from wear and tear because everything is off. They assume sleep mode is a lazy alternative that keeps parts running.
So that is not what is happening?
No. The single most stressful event for your computer's hardware is the cold boot. That initial surge of power that jolts every component from a dead stop is like a small shock to the system. Forcing it to go through that cycle every single day creates cumulative stress on the electronics, especially the power supply and motherboard.
So that power button is more like a defibrillator than a light switch.
That is a perfect way to put it. Modern computers are specifically designed to use sleep mode. It keeps your session in low-power memory, ready to resume instantly, and it completely avoids the physical stress of a cold start. You should only perform a full shutdown about once a week to refresh the system, not every night.
So the safer option was actually the more damaging one all along.
I've been tucking my computer into bed by kicking it down a flight of stairs every morning.
Listen up, babies. Life's not fair. You get no say in the world you're born into. You don't decide your name. You don't decide where you come from. You don't decide if you have a place to call home, or if your whole family has to leave the country. Yeah, it's messed up. You don't decide how the world judges a person like you. You don't decide how your story begins. But you do get to decide how it ends. Yes!
I'm confused on why they deleted this ad. Thank you, Titan, for the next couple of videos.
All right, TikTok. It's time to get back to business. Y'all want to see all of the earthquakes in the last 3 days? When I told you that Levi is moving? Oh, watch this. Thanks to a comment from one of my friends on here, she pointed me in the right direction of this earthquake map. And it keeps up with 3 days worth of earthquakes. And if you look right above Venezuela, for those of you who follow me, you know the head of the serpent is there. But look where I told you the body is. When I tell you all, she is moving, she is moving. Now, we got to get back to business. Charlie Kirk, yeah, y'all know if you know, you know. But where we're at right now, we can't lose where we were. So we need to pick up with Levi, the earthquakes, and getting everyone out of California. Still prepare to move eastward, okay? That is not off the topic right now, all right? Charlie Kirk, whatever you want to believe, if you believe it was real, if you believe it was fake, you have your right to your opinion the same way he had his right to his. Now, back to business. If you're on the West Coast, be sure to prepare. Look at this earthquake list. If you are near where this earthquake list is, prepare to move eastward. That's all I got to say about that part. But when I told you that she was moving, go back and just look. Here, let me put it up again. Just look at the earthquakes from her bottom right cheek that runs through Colombia all the way up through the Panama Canal and Mexico, all the way up the west coast of California. Look at the earthquakes in the last 3 days. I told you guys, the lucky ones are ice. And if you really want to look at Charlie Kirk, he got himself out of the media, way out of the media to never be seen again. And he gets to go too. When I told you all there was some coming, it ain't because I smelled the fart. It's because I did the research.
Well, whoop-dee-doo. So, I'm guessing TikTok supposedly got sold while we were sleeping last night. And one of these 5 billionaires got the title for it already, supposedly what they saying. And what's crazy is we already know who got it. But what's crazy is none of these people are American. Nevertheless,
that's so true.
American now. But come on, man. Not one American billionaire in this. Like, somebody stand up. Because we just gonna let them play in our faces like this. But since somebody gotta get it, at least let it be who we want. Y'all already know who we want. Should I say it or should I say it? Mark. Yo, Mark better get TikTok, or we gonna have a problem.
I tried to tell you that many people today are descendants of artificial humans and clones, and you didn't believe me.
Cabbage Patch.
After the mud flood and the Great Reset, they would have needed people to repopulate these cities. That's when the so-called baby incubators come into play. First time the public saw these human growing pods was at the world's fairs, disguised as incubators for premature babies, at the same time that they came out with the Cabbage Patch babies. You have to understand, they always tell you what they're doing. You just have to be able to understand the language. By showing us these images, they are telling us that babies can be grown. I know this might be hard for some of you to understand, and it seems impossible. But believe me, nothing's impossible. Any technology that you see them with now, they've had for hundreds of years.
So he has a point
so
about
when
that
you
part.
wonder where all these children came from in the orphan trains, and why there was no parents, because these children were artificially grown. Oh my days.
Somebody in the comment section said, is this why there's so many NPCs? Somebody was saying that this was in our faces the whole time because, you know, growing up with the Cabbage Patch Kids, you know, they came with like certificates and stuff.
Who else has seen this book called The Shooting of Charlie Kirk? I have, and I've been all the way down that rabbit hole. If you haven't seen the book, then this is what I'm on about. And if you're wondering to yourself, yeah, but do we? Why is this book special? What makes this book so special? Paul makes it special. It's not special at all. But allegedly, the book came out a day before what happened to Charlie Kirk. I'm a curious person. I like to know what's going on and whether things are real. You know, what we're being told. Is it real? Is it fake? And so obviously, I took this and I've done a deep search with ChatGPT. And ChatGPT told me this. Independent confirmation. It's not just the Wayback Machine that caught this. Archive Today, which uses a totally different crawler storage system, also captured the Amazon page. That's strong evidence the metadata publication date, September the 9th, 2025, really did appear on Amazon's live site on September the 11th. And it goes on to say, cross-source consistency, both Wayback Machine and Archive PH show the same publication date and product details. That rules out a one-off glitch in just one archive, which is what Amazon tried to say, that it was a one-off glitch. ChatGPT knows that it wasn't, because it wasn't just one system. There was two different systems that caught this glitch. So, what do you guys think about this? I mean, like, ChatGPT says this actually happened on the date that it says, but Amazon claim that it never. So tell me guys, do you believe Amazon? Or do you believe what ChatGPT says?
The earphones are out, ladies and gentlemen, so you know what that means. I actually wanted to like comment on that. There's been a lot of stuff that's been popping up on like TikTok and all this stuff about Charlie Kirk. I just want to say first and foremost, I did not know who that man was. I've never heard of him. I don't think you guys ever sent me anything of like for me to react to. So I've never heard of him. All I know is that I think I was on Yahoo or just Google, whatever I was on, and they were like, oh, Charlie Kirk. So everyone was like, prayers for Charlie Kirk. I'm like, who is this and what happened? And then I seen the video, I said, oh, wow. Y'all know I'll be out the loop with stuff. But what I'm trying to say is that this man has been on my feed more than anything. It's like this man's fame has risen 50 billion times more. But this book situation, like when I was listening to him talk, it's reminding me of something, and I cannot remember. But I remember it was something that was published a day before it actually happened. And it's giving the same situation of this Charlie Kirk situation. I'm trying to remember. Maybe you guys can help me. This Charlie Kirk stuff is, I don't know. It's just putting more light on like the world is definitely a stage. The plot keeps thickening. And it's more and more stuff that just keeps coming out. I just wanted to end the video there because I thought this was a great video to end on. Yeah, the fact that that book was published a whole day before the situation happens, it's like they're doing stuff and have to put it out there before it's done. So Charlie Kirk could be alive. I'm not even gonna get into that. I don't even feel like getting into that with people. I'm not. That is it for this video. Really loved and enjoyed it. I'm not done. I have more to react to because y'all have been going in with videos and I truly appreciate it. So for those that want to know how to get their video featured on here along with the shout out, all you have to do is join the Discord. The link is in the description down below. That's how I see it. That's how I react to it. I upload it on this channel. So thank you to those that have been joining the server. Thank you to those that have been posting videos and those that will join the server and post videos. I truly appreciate it. I want to give a huge thank you to all those that I did shout out today in this video. Truly appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you to those that have liked the video, that have commented, that have subscribed, that have shared, that have copped the merch. Shop Perkyy.com. Link is in the description down below. Make sure to go cop some merch. Get you some Discipline Over Desire, Blessed Department, Burnt Offering, Super Faith, A Cured Patient is a Lost Customer. Y'all, we have stuff on there. I'm still not done naming stuff. I still got more on there, but y'all go check it out. Everything that you want, I guarantee you got it. Sweats, hoodies, zip ups, shirts, mugs to drink out of. We got some stuff on there, so make sure to go check it out. Link is in the description down below. I want to give all esteem and all kabo to our Saba Yahuwah Lua and our Abba, our Adonai Yahusha HaMashiach for blessing us with everything as a whole. I'm just a vessel that they work in and through, so I have to give credit and honor where it's due. If I'm going to boast, let it be in Yahuwah, and I'm a steward over what they rightfully own. So have to give credit where credit is due. Y'all, 900K is on the way. We are like 30,000 away, which is crazy. But I just want to just thank you guys for all the love and support that you guys show because it doesn't go unnoticed. So I appreciate you. Y'all have a blessed one. I will see y'all in the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell my soul. I know my worth.